Hello students, welcome to Become a Good Problem Solver event organized by the GIM Foundation. In this event, we are going to see the solution for the senior math problem published on April 2026. Problem solving can be made as an art by following the research proven four-step framework called UPA technique, where U stands for understand, P for plan, E for execute, and R for reflect. So a problem, when you take time to understand, it is almost like half solved. So do take time to understand by underlining the key terms to find the given details and what has to be found, right? What is the question asking you to find? And then asking some guiding questions on what are the details you need to solve the puzzle, what details are missing, how can you connect the given information to the things that you want to find. So this can be also taken further by using some visualization technique. A simple visual or like drawing and maybe rephrasing can make you give the information better. And it also help you find interesting patterns. Now let's see how we can apply this technique in the problem published on April 2026. And as we do it, let's also underline the important words. So, three-fourths of the spectators in a cricket match are adults. One-fifth of adults are women. What percent of the spectators are women? Okay, so this is a very straightforward question, isn't it? But then it's very important to kind of pay attention to the words here because that really matters on how the information is being given. So, in order to find the percentage of spectators as women spectators, what do you need to know? So, you need to know how many are the total spectators and how many are women, right? This is the information that you need to know, like in the numbers, so which will help you to find the percentage. But then here, there is nothing given. There is no information about the total, no information about the women, but except for the fractions. So therefore, how do you do it? So then let's try applying algebraic thinking first. When it says three-fourths of the spectators. So in algebraic thinking, we usually tell that whatever we don't know, like in this case, the total spectators, whatever we don't know, we mark it as an unknown variable, right? So total spectators, let it be, for example, X, right? This is something that we don't know. And then what is being given is three-fourths of the spectators are adults. So what does three-fourths of the spectators mean? It means 3 by 4 of the total. So how can you write 3 by 4 of total? So 3 by 4 of total can be written as 3 by 4x. So remember, this is not the multiplication symbol x, but this is the x. X means the total spectators. So 3 by 4 of x are adults, right? Okay. And then now how do you write 1 by 5? Remember, it has been not given as spectators. 1 by 5 of adults are women. So if it says is 1 by 5 of spectators, you can simply write 1 by 5x. But it says 1 by 5 of adults. So you know this is adults, 3 by 4 of x. And what is 1 by 5 of 3 by 4 of x? So 1 by 5 of adults, how do you write it? You similarly multiply 3 by 4 times 1 by 5x. So this is multiplication symbol and this is x. So you can also, if it is confusing, you can have it as the spectators as a, right? And then mark it as a. So 3 times 1 is 3 and 5 times 4 is 20. So many students have not clear or are not confused on why multiplication of fractions you need to multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. I'll explain it at the end. So for now you can take it that it is 3 times 1 and 5 times 4 which is 20. So this is the women, right? Okay, this is the women. So 3 by 20 of x. So women is 3 by 20 basically. And then you know to find the percentage. How do you find a percentage? Is basically you have the base as 100. So how many out of 100? So when there are 20 people, 3 are women. So then you can find how do you convert base 20 to base 100? You can write it in equivalent fraction. So 20 times 5 is 100. So multiply the numerator also by 5, which is 15. So 20 times 5 is 100 and 3 times 5 is 15. So 3 by 20 can be written as 15 by 100 is the women. So this is exactly answers our question of the percentage of women and women of the spectators. So it means of the total. So of the total is 3 by 20 of x, right? So this can be written as 15 by 100 of x. And this is 15%. So when you have the total spectators, 15% of them are women. And now let's check if the answer is correct by taking an amount like in this case, let's also try doing the visual thing and then we will see. Here, how you can represent 3 by 4 times 1 by 5 in the picture, why we are actually multiplying. So let's see that this is the whole spectators, and it has been told that 3/4 of them are adults. So which means these three boxes are adults, and then it says 1 by 5 of the adults. So is it possible that you can divide this entire three boxes as 5 equal parts? You cannot directly do it. So what you can instead do is each box you can divide as 5. So then what you can do is each part you can divide as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now totally how many boxes you have? Each box you have multiplied as 5 boxes and you have 4 equal parts. So 4 times 5 is 20 equal parts you are having. And out of the 20 equal parts, how many are adults? So 3. So which is 3 times 5 is 15 are adults. And out of this 15, you want to have 1/5. So what is 1/5 of 15? Is 3. So only these 3 boxes are 15. So I'll color it in green. 3 equal parts, right? So 1, 2, and 3 are women. So women are 3 out of how many in total we had? 20. So 3 out of 20 are women on the spectators. So now remember, we are talking about the percentage for the spectators, not for the adults. Because if it is adults, then it will be 1 by 5 of adults, and what percentage of women in adults, that is a different question. Here it is what percentage of women in spectators. So the denominator should be the whole spectators, which is 20 in this case. So 3 out of 20 are women. And in order to find percentage, you have to convert it into 100. So 20 times 5 is 100. So 3 times 5 is 15. So you get 15% or women in the entire spectators. Yeah, so you are able to follow. If the question is 1 by 5 of the spectators are women, or if the question is asked is what percent of the adults are women, then it is a very direct question. What percent of the adults are women? You know that 1 by 5 of adults are women, right? So what percent then? You take it to the conversion of 100 in the bottom. So you need to multiply by 20, both numerator and denominator. It is 20%. So 20% of adults are women. So you need to pay attention to the question in each of these words. Therefore, it is very important that you are understanding what does it matter. How do you represent 1/5 of adults are women, and then what percent of the spectators are women? So the answer will be 15% of the spectators are women, and an additional point of 20% of adults are women. So I hope you are able to follow the Cooper technique of how to underline and then represent in algebraic thinking, plan with algebraic thinking or with the visual, and then execute of how to find the next information. You can also use these guiding questions to actually figure out how to take step by step. So by following such guiding questions, you can make your own question, and that will help you solve any problem. So stay tuned for the May month of Become a Good Problem Solver event with a new interesting math problem. Tune in. Thank you.